everybody, I'm Bonnie Hunter, and you're in my basement studio today where I am talking about the use of the easy angle ruler. There's been lots of questions on the rulers. They come in many different sizes, so we're going to explain that a little bit today. I use the easy angle ruler for making half square triangles, and these rulers, depending on the size, will work from 1-inch strips up to 4.5-inch strips for the baby bear. The mama bear will work with 1-inch strips up to 6.5-inch strips, and the papa bear will work all the way up to 10.5-inch strips for very large half square triangles. But we won't be cutting with this one today because it works with ones that are too large. For our Celtic Solstice Mystery, either of these rulers will work because the strips that we are cutting from are 2 inches. The half square triangles for the Celtic Solstice quilt finish at 1.5 inches. So to find out what size of strip to use with the easy angle ruler, you're just going to add 1/2 inch to that finished size, meaning for our 1.5-inch finished half square triangles, we are going to cut from 2-inch strips. I've got 2 strip sets right here. Both of them are right sides together. Can you see I've got yellow and orange, both right sides together. And I like to cut through 4 layers, so I am going to stack these up just like this, right on top of each other. Now usually when cutting half square triangles, you take the finished size of the unit, which is our 1.5 inches, and we'd be adding 7/8 of an inch to find the size of square to cut. But we can get by with 2 inches instead of 2 3/8 simply because we are missing the dog ear already at the top of the triangle. Either of these rulers will work. I tend to grab my 6.5-inch one most of the time because it's more purposeful with more sizes and it fits my hand very well. I'm going to put any line on the top of the ruler at the top of the strip set right here just to give myself a good square corner. And we're going to trim that off. That'll get rid of any selvage, any uneven ends, things like that, so that we have a good square corner to cut by. Now the ruler is plainly marked every 1/2 inch, and we just need to ask ourselves what size our strip set is to know which line to use on the ruler. The strip set is 2 inches, so I'm going to come down here on the bottom of the ruler and find the 2-inch line. Right here at the 2-inch line, you'll see that solid line comes up, and then it comes over to the right, and that's to give you the same missing dog ear that is up here at the top of the ruler. So your line is the solid one. The dotted line is your stitching one, so make sure that you don't put that dotted line on the edge of your strip set. It's the solid one. So let's place this right here, right like this. Okay, and you can see that line goes up and over. And we're going to make a cut. This is cut 1. It's a 2-part cutting process, and that's cut 1. For cut 2, we're going to imagine that there are hinges right here on the hypotenuse of the triangle. We cannot lift the ruler up from the mat like this because it's hinged to the mat. All we can do is flip it over to its other side, putting the diagonal side back along the diagonal cut we just made, and sliding the 2-inch line to the top of the strip set. Notice on cut 2 that the black triangle is hanging off the bottom edge of the strip set. That's to give you the same missing dog ear that is up here on our cut 1. And we are going to cut. From here, the process is simple. Remember, it's a 2-part cutting process, and the ruler is hinged right here. So we still can't lift it up because it's hinged to the mat. All we can do is flip it back from 2, back to 1, and slide it over. Let's cut one more time. Here's cut 1. Move the strip set. Rotate it on its hinges, just flip it over, find the 2-inch line, and slide it down, and make your cut. Now if you happen to be left-handed, this is what I want you to do. The righties start over here, with easy angle right side up to their eyeballs. I want you to take the easy angle ruler and put it face down on the opposite end of the strip. If you happen to be left-handed, you will cut from the right end of the strip instead of the left, and it will hinge like this, just the same, okay? From 1 to 2, back to 1, and move over. Now this is the fun part. These pieces are already cut with right sides together, so we're just going to peel them apart like this, and we're going to place them in a chain. Do you see how the blunt tip, where the missing dog ear is, will nest right below the triangle unit above it? So it's very easy to sew your 1/4 inch seam all the way down your chain without the points of triangles fighting like this. It's very important. It helps you sew a straighter seam. What I want you to do is sew a couple, just a couple, with your best 1/4 inch seam. And I want you to press and measure. When these open up, this should measure 2 inches across and 2 inches from top to bottom. If it is smaller than that, it's likely that your seam allowance was a hair bit too big. So adjust that. Skinny down your seam allowance a little bit. Sew another 1 or 2, press and measure. Do what you need to do to give you the unit size that you need. Most 1/4 inch feet are just a little bit oversized, and we need to sew with a tiny bit scant seam here. I hope you enjoy using the Easy Angle Ruler in your quilt making. It's become my right hand. I love this tool, and I hope that your Celtic Solstice experience with me through this mystery quilt teaches you many things that you can use in other quilts down the road. For now, it's time to get sewing. I'm Bonnie Hunter from Quiltville.com.